Hey guys, this is Matt Brunet, and welcome to Movie News Weekly, hosted by FilmBook. Now, before we begin, let's take a look at what we got in this week's news, which includes the not-so-great wall, the BAFTA winners, Ben can't take it anymore, using fake news for real promotions, the possible discovery of the lost horror film, Grey's Valentines gift, William Wallace in The Suicide Squad, what happened to Rapture, a girl's final mission, and who could potentially be Dino Chow. So with that said, let's get things started. Today's lesson is, walls don't get you on top. The Lego Batman movie and 50 Shades Darker still managed to stay in the top spot at the box office, with the animated hit only making slightly less than in its first week, with more than $34 million, and the sequel to 50 Shades of Grey making about $21 million. This means that it managed to beat out all three new movies that came out this week, and the Lego Batman movie made as much as those three films combined. The one that reached the highest of the fresh ones is The Great Wall, which only made about $18 million, while Fist Fight could only get up to 5th place with $12 million, right under John Wick Chapter 2 with more than $16 million. Meanwhile, A Cure for Wellness ended up being seriously sick as it bombed in a 10th place start with more than $4 million, right under Hidden Figures and Split with $7 million each, A Dog's Purpose with about $5.5 million, and La La Land with about $4.5 million. Here's an award show that knows how to spread the love. This year's BAFTAs brought in many surprises, including La La Land being the big winner, but not as much as it did in other award shows. The movie did win 5 BAFTAs for Best Cinematography, Best Music, Best Actress for Emma Stone, Best Directing for Damien Chazelle, and Best Picture. However, many others claimed a couple of awards of their own, including Manchester by the Sea that won for Best Actor for Casey Affleck and Best Original Screenplay, while Lion won for Best Supporting Actor for Dev Patel and Best Adapted Screenplay. Other movies that got a BAFTA include The Jungle Book, Arrival, Florence Foster Jenkins, Jackie, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, Hacksaw Ridge, 13th, Son of Saul, Fences, and Kubo and the Two Strings. My god, first the directing gig and now this? According to the podcast Collider Talk, rumors are reporting that Ben Affleck no longer wants to play the role of Batman. They state that Affleck is currently in talk with Warner Brothers to have him out of the DC Cinematic Universe and possibly get himself out of the solo movie The Batman, or to have that as his final appearance as the Caped Crusader. Ever since taking on the role in Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice, Affleck did express a lot of frustrations with the pressure of working on such an anticipated project, especially when simultaneously handling his life of his family and working on his passion project Live by Night. It became too much for him to the point that he had to quit the directing and writing gig for his solo Batman film. The script is currently in the process of getting a tune-up, and Matt Reeves is now in talks to direct the feature. Wait, what? Wait, he's out? Oh, wait, no, they stopped conversations? Oh, okay, well, you know what? Scratch that last thing I mentioned. What can possibly go wrong? 20th Century Fox and Renaissance Enterprises are in controversy for creating websites that specializes on fake news. The reason for these websites is to create fake medical reports in order to promote A Cure for Wellness. The companies explained, A Cure for Wellness is a movie about a fake cure that makes people sicker. As part of this campaign, a fake wellness site, healthandwellness.com, was created, and we partnered with fake news creator to publish fake news. As our movie's antagonist says, there is a sickness inside us, and only when we know what ails us can we hope to find the cure. The websites they created include Houston Leader, Indianapolis Gazette, New York Morning Post, Sacramento Dispatch, and Salt Lake City Guardian. The websites now have a more direct approach in promoting the film as much as the official website for the movie, acureforwellness.com. We got another rumor going around, but this time being some good news. Robert Perigee, the producer of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., went onto Facebook by claiming that the long-lost horror film, London After Midnight, might actually be discovered. The post stated, "I'm noticing chatter about that 7-reel print of the long-lost Todd Browning Lon Chaney film, London After Midnight, has been discovered in Spain. I had long heard rumors of a print in Cuba. Is this perhaps that print now sent to Spain? 20 years ago, I heard rumors of a print in the United States and contacted the supposed owner offering to transfer it to then state-of-the-art D1. But when it came in time to produce the print, he backed out. The movie was created in 1927, but was said to be lost by the MGM vault fire in 1967. Sure, it's not the best at the box office as much as its predecessor, but it's on this day where it's meant to be a powerhouse. 50 Shades Darker managed to earn $11 million on Valentine's Day, putting it in the top spot at the box office on that day over the Lego Batman movie with $5 million and John Wick Chapter 2 with $4.8 million. This at least makes it more than what the film made on Sunday when it only got more than $9 million. However, even the first film was still able to earn a lot more than what Darker did, and it really helped that Valentine's Day in 2015 was on a Saturday, giving 50 Shades of Grey almost $37 million on that day. When Darker was released last week, it severely underperformed with a $46 million start, putting it in second under the Lego Batman movie. And it kind of repeated the same thing this week too. Well, here's a name you didn't expect to associate with superheroes. Warner Brothers is currently in talks with Mel Gibson to be a potential director for Suicide Squad 2. The director of the first movie, David Ayer, is currently developing another Batman villain spin-off film called Gotham City Sirens, which will also feature Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn. Ever since the Oscar-nominated Hacksaw Ridge that he directed, Gibson's career is now currently breathing new life. Not only getting tons of new job offers, but also signing up to appear in Daddy's Home 2 and joining Vince Vaughn in Dragged Across Concrete. The company is also considering Daniel Espinosa as another potential director. A man chooses. A movie obeys. On Reddit, Gore Verbinski answered some questions posted by fans and explained whatever happened to his canceled project about bringing the video game Bioshock to the big screen. He said, "Well, it's no short answer to that question, but we were 8 weeks prior shooting when the plug was pulled. It's an R-rated movie. I wanted to keep it R-rated. I felt like that would be appropriate. And it's an expensive movie. It's a massive world we're creating, and it's not a world we can simply go to locations to shoot. With A Cure for Wellness, we were able to really utilize a variety of locations to create the world. With Bioshock, it wouldn't work like that. We'll be building an entire underworld universe, so I think the combination of the price tag and the rating, Universal just didn't feel comfortable ultimately. At that time also, there were some R-rated movies, expensive R-rated movies that were just not working. Verbinski also stated that even if he's not as interested in working on a project like this like he used to, the idea of a Bioshock movie might be plausible. Hell has no fury over a woman's scorn. Which can make the best assassins? Amblin Entertainment has picked up a script and greenlit the project as Ruthless, which is described as a female John Wick. The story will be about a retired assassin who decided to get back in the game for one last time to provide for her daughter after that she was diagnosed with terminal brain cancer. So far, nobody has yet to be in the cast, nor did Amblin announce any release dates for the feature. Instead, they confirmed that director Brad Payton, who previously worked on San Andreas, is on board, and Tripp Vinson, Liz Harris, and Jeff Fearson of ASAP Entertainment will help out as producers. He can handle pigs, but can he also handle dinosaurs? James Cromwell has signed on to be in the cast of Jurassic World 2. He will be appearing next to Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard in a role and a plot that is currently under wraps. Although Colin Trevorrow is only returning as a writer with Derek Connolly and not as a director, a monster calls J.A. Bayona is taking the helm. Cromwell has been known to be quite a veteran actor, not only appearing in big films like The Green Mile and Spider-Man 3, but was also nominated for an Oscar for his performance in Babe and won an Emmy for the third season of American Horror Story. Filming of the feature begins later this month, and the movie will be ready for release on June 22nd, 2018. And that's all I've got for this week. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to head on down to film-book.com for all the latest movie and TV news, along with their columns on the box office and their theatrical release schedule. Also, you can follow them on whatever social media you'd like. And while you're at it, you can follow me on my YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter if you're more into stuff like animation, Disney, and my weird sense of humor. If you are watching this on YouTube, then hit that like button and come subscribe to us, and also leave a little comment on what you think on the news this week. If you were listening to this on a podcast on iTunes or any other podcast service, then don't forget to rate and review what you just heard. Tune in next time for another round of Movie News Weekly, and until next week, see you later, dudes!